Welcome. I'm going to talk to you today about one of the most important shifts happening right now in the maritime industry, and why, as a ship chandler, you are directly at the center of it. This seminar is called Scope 3 Essentials. It's our entry-level program, no prior knowledge of sustainability or greenhouse gas accounting required. You'll go from having heard the word Scope 3 to genuinely understanding what they mean for your business, your clients, and your future. Let's get into it. Let me give you the big picture first, with 3 numbers that explain why this matters so much. Over 90% of a shipping company's total carbon footprint lives in what's called Scope 3, their value chain emissions. Not in their offices, not even in their ship's fuel, in their suppliers. The GHG protocol divides emissions into 15+ categories. Many of them directly relate to ship chandling. And the most important one is Category 1, purchased goods and services. That's your products, your provisions, your spare parts, the goods you deliver to every vessel. So when a shipping company asks, what is our Scope 3 footprint? You and your supply chain are part of that answer. That's why this matters for you. Here's the framework you need to know, the 3 scopes of greenhouse gas emissions. Scope 1, these are direct emissions. Fuel burned in your trucks, your boats, your warehouse equipment. They come directly from operations you control. Scope 2, indirect emissions from the energy you buy. The electricity running your cold storage, your office lights, your IT systems. You don't produce it, but you purchase it, and its production has an emission cost. Scope 3, this is everything else. It's the emissions embedded in every product you buy from manufacturers, the logistics companies that deliver to you, and ultimately the goods you pass on to vessels. For most ship chandlers, Scope 3 is by far the biggest slice of the total pie. And because of that, it's also where the biggest reduction opportunities lie. Think of it this way, Scope 1 and 2 are what you produce. Scope 3 is what flows through you, upstream from your suppliers and downstream to your clients. For most ship chandlers, Scope 3 is by far the largest slice of the total emissions pie. This is why shipping companies are now asking their chandlers, what is the carbon footprint of what you supply to us? So where exactly do you sit in this picture? Ship chandlers occupy a critical position in the maritime supply chain. You sit directly between manufacturers, food producers, and equipment suppliers on one side, and the vessel operators, the shipping companies, on the other. Every product you source carries an embedded carbon footprint. The tinned food, the safety equipment, the cleaning products, the engine parts, each one has emissions associated with its production, packaging, and transport. When you deliver that product to a vessel, those embedded emissions flow into the shipping company's Scope 3 accounting. That's not an accusation, it's just how the accounting works. Here's the critical point, shipping companies are increasingly under regulatory pressure, from the EU, from the IMO, from their own investors, to measure and reduce this footprint. And to do that, they need data from you. Chandlers who can provide that data will win contracts. Chandlers who can't will find themselves at a disadvantage. This seminar is where it starts. Shipping companies are now required, or strongly incentivized, by regulators, investors, and clients to measure and reduce their Scope 3 footprint. They need their chandlers to provide reliable emissions data. Chandlers who can do this will win more business. Those who can't will lose it. By the end of this fundamental seminar, here is exactly what you will be able to do. You'll be able to explain the 3 scopes of GHG emissions with confidence, in a client meeting, in a tender response, in a conversation with your team. You'll understand precisely where your business sits in the emissions picture. Not in a vague, general way, but specifically, with examples from your own operations. You'll know the key emission sources in a typical ship chandling business, and you'll be able to articulate why this topic has become a commercial priority, not just an environmental one. And perhaps most importantly, you'll start speaking the same language your shipping company clients are already using. That alignment, that shared vocabulary, is what opens doors. This is your foundation. Everything else in the series builds from here. The seminar contains 2 focused presentations. Presentation 1 gives you the global framework, what are Scope 1, 2 and 3 emissions, how is the GHG protocol structured, what do the key terms mean, and how does this apply to supply chain businesses like yours. Presentation 2 is where we make it specific. We put the ship Chandler right at the center of the analysis. We look at what a typical Chandler's emission profile looks like, where the hotspots are, and why the industry is moving so fast on this topic. 2 procedures. 1 cohesive foundation. And at the end, you'll have the clarity that most of your competitors still lack. So, here's your call to action. Enroll today and you will have a clear, confident understanding of Scope 3 emissions and how they apply to your business. And if you know this is a journey you want to go all the way on, our full course bundle covers all 3 seminars. But start here. Because clarity is the first competitive advantage. Your instructors, Olkistis Onistosiou, lawyer specializing in maritime and international law, and Dr. Katerina Konster, CEO, World Maritime Academy, a highly accomplished professional with a wealth of expertise in the field. Both are here to guide you every step of the way. Worried about fitting this into your schedule? Fear not. There are no fixed start dates. You can embark on this transformative journey anytime, from anywhere, and adjust the pace to meet your needs. Are you ready to elevate your knowledge and skills in environmental compliance for ship chandlers? The maritime industry is moving toward net zero. That journey runs directly through your supply chain. And the ship chandlers who lead on environmental compliance won't just survive the transition, they'll thrive in it. This course gives you everything you need to be one of them. Enroll today. Build your competitive advantage. And take your place at the front of the sustainable maritime supply chain.
You will find the information about this course on the WMA site. If you have any questions, please contact us at support@e-wma.com.